What up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up? Black Suburban Daddy here. Jesus, right off the get-go, my voice is like, okay. All right, I'm back. Ready? Let's go. So anyway, today I'm going to talk about, if you guys haven't heard, I think the news just dropped today. I think it was just today. Well, Pro Bowl All-Star cornerback, and he's a past Pro Bowler, past All-Star cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks. Hold on, man. Man. Am I good? Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. Past Pro Bowl. I'll just start this video over, but I'm not. Past Pro Bowler cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, Richard Sherman. Got it that time. His house has been burglarized. And I want to get it, like, this is bad, man. I think his wife and his kids were at home, so he was nowhere around. And these things could definitely turn out to be deadly. And I'm going to show you some video footage of it because it is definitely hot off the presses, so that's going to be our main topic tonight. But also, there's been a rash of burglaries when it comes to these NFL players, NBA players. And I'm going to show you some video evidence of that and how it has definitely turned out deadly, starting with one cornerback, Sean Taylor, for the Washington Redskins. Now, I think this was back in 2007, and he got burglarized, and it just didn't turn out good for him. And then we had a couple other Washington Redskins players. We had a couple players from other different teams getting burglarized and also getting shot. Dude, my mouth is like so watery right now. I feel like I should restart the video, but I'm not going to do it, okay?
Nope.
All right, let me get my body in order. My body's like, we don't want to do the video. All right, so anyway, let's get it. So we got some shucking and jiving, too. Definitely got some shucking and jiving. I'm going to pull this video together straight up. Got some shucking and jiving, and I have some crime watch because what is the world without a little bit of crime? Now, in Crime Watch, I think I have this couple, very idiotic couple, and they ran over this repo man's head with a car. I mean, come on, bro. Now, they did not turn him into a ghost. The guy's actually still alive. Actually, when they did it, the guy popped up and, he started talking trash to him. Well, it was actually the girl. But the guy, I guess, he's getting arrested too, or got arrested. So I'm going to show you video evidence of that. And it's not gruesome or anything. I think it's pretty YouTube friendly. So YouTube, it is just for instructional purposes only, if that's what you want to call it. And I do have some, what else do I have on here? I got some politics as I see it. Cory Booker is definitely out here shucking and jiving. And he don't want to stop talking. This man has been talking forever. I'll give you evidence of that. And he's that bug-eyed guy. You know something? I'll get into him later. But how are we going to start this off? Because this is definitely going to be a shorter video. My mouth is watering. I don't know if it's the season. So look, I'm straight off of a 13-and-a-half-hour workday. Went straight to my son's football practice. And now I'm here doing this. So straight off the bat, let's get into some, what is this? What is this video right here? I can't even remember what the hell I pulled up. Let me see.
Senator Cory Booker.
That's it. Okay, so we're going to get into some politics as I see it. This video is going off the rails already. All right, politics as I see it. Let's go. Now, politics as I see it, I'm going to try to do this without getting a freaking YouTube strike, okay? It's not really a strike. They're just saying that I have content on here that's copyrighted, but they're telling me that it's not a strike. So I think I've got all my ducks in a row now. I had to change up some of my segments, and hopefully when I post this, they'll say, hey, Black Suburban Dad, you didn't receive a strike.
Nope.
And I'll be thankful for that. So anyway, We are into politics as I see it, and this is all about Cory Booker right now. Now, Cory Booker, he's a Democrat. I don't even know what state he's from, but the Democrats are definitely out here shucking and jiving, man. You want to see somebody throw a tantrum? Give me a baby, or either give me a Democrat that does not get his way, for real, or her way, because I don't want to misgender anybody, really.
Nope.
So anyway, you want to see a tantrum? Like I said, give me a baby or give me a Democrat that does not get their way or a Democrat that loses, and you'll see a tantrum that's out of this world. Now, Cory Booker, I don't know why he's doing what he's doing. He's definitely up here shucking and jiving with his bug-eyed ass. If you don't know who he is, he's that light-skinned brother, and I say that allegedly, that was supposedly dating Miss Rosario Dawson. Now, when they came out with this evidence saying, oh, Cory Booker, he's straight.
Nope.
I'm like, Cory Booker straight? I'm looking at him like.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Nah, bro, I seen right through that shit. Now, they haven't said that he's came out of the closet or anything like that. They want to keep him in the closet for right now. Allegedly, they might want to run him for president sometime in the future. But I'm telling you right now, this guy has no steam. He has no backing. He does not have anything that could get him up here and running for president. He don't have anybody backing him, okay? So it's kind of like a Kamala Harris situation. If they wanted him to run for president, they would have to push him out there. They couldn't just let him out there and try to get enough votes to get, through the primary. I think it's the primary. To get enough votes so he can actually run for president. It's not primary, I don't think. I'm getting my shit twisted up right now. You know what I mean, right? So he get enough votes so he can actually be the candidate to run for president. And if you know, then you know that Kamala Harris actually did not get enough votes to run for president when she did run for president, okay? When Kamala Harris actually did her run for president, she got about 2% of the votes. So she was very unpopular. A lot of people don't know that. Joe Biden beat her out like a 95-year-old man actually beat her out. But she had no backing, okay? They actually pushed her up there to the forefront, okay? With a little thing called a coup. Give it to me. Okay, so yeah, Cory Booker, anyway, that's his background. They say he was dating Rosario Dawson. I never believed it. Let's see what this guy's doing, shucking and jiving up here. Come on, bring it to me.
For more than 18 hours now in Washington.
So this guy is talking for more than 18 hours. I think they said that he's taking a couple breaks, and he's just still 18 hours? I mean, come on, bro. Why are you doing this?
Colleagues have been giving Booker periodic breaks by asking him questions. Booker's marathon speech is to protest Trump administration policies. He says he plans to speak for as long as he is physically able. Under Senate rules, unless special rules are in effect, a senator who has been recognized by the presiding officer can speak for as long as they wish.
Okay, so that was 18 hours. I think he's actually hit 24 hours. So this man actually has hit a world record for sitting up there talking in Senate, shucking and jiving, probably talking about nothing, saying the same exact points back to back, making an absolute fool of himself. I'd like to see a white guy get up here and do some shit like this. Is he going to do it?
Nope.
Nope. They're going to get y'all so-called alleged brothers up here to do the bidding. People like Jasmine Ratchet Crockett, they get her to get up here. She's actually a smart, intelligent black woman. She was raised with both her mom and her dad. But for some reason, she gets up here and she starts speaking this ratchet language, cursing all the time, all in the halls of Congress, trying to be, speaking with the power of a million ghettos. I mean, come on,
Nope.
bro. But, you got people out here, they're just they're playing a role pretty much. All they're doing is playing a role. Cory Booker's playing a role. He's playing whatever role that the Democrats give him to play. And you better play it good, boy. Okay? All right, boy? You better get in line, boy. All right, boy? Get up there and do that role, boy. Remember that thing I taught you in the back room there, boy? Go ahead, talk for 18 hours, boy. You know something? They ain't good enough, boy. Talk for 24 hours, boy.
Nope.
But he did it. He's talking for 24 hours. And this man is actually fizzling out. I'm going to show you a little bit of video evidence. He's going to start looking like he's super crazy. Okay, wait. That's the wrong one. Okay, here we go.
This is the question.
Now, this is him on hour 20. I'm telling you, man, these freaking Democrats are just out of their minds, bro. Look at this guy. 20 hours.
Where do we stand for Social Security? Where do we stand for VA benefits? Where do we stand for our American neighbor when the call and commandment of every faith in our land is to love your neighbor? What is the quality of our love, America? Now is the time to get angry, but let that anger...
What the hell is he even talking about? What is he even talking about? Get angry for what? Love your neighbor? I ain't got to love my neighbor.
Nope.
All right, I don't even really know my neighbors like that. These neighbors, I put up my garage. They see the Trump flag. They're like, yeah, I don't agree with you, Mr. Black Man. And I see that they got gay pride flags over there. I'm like, well, you know, we can agree to disagree. But we're still friendly, but we don't talk or anything. I don't know them. You ain't got to love your neighbor. I damn sure don't love them. Like, come on, man.
Fuel you. Now is your time to get scared for what's happening to your neighbors and let that fear bring about your courage. Now.
Nah, bro, because if something happened to me, guess what? My neighbors ain't going to care.
Nope.
They ain't going to care about me. So why the hell should I care about them? Do I love thy neighbor? No, I don't, okay? I don't have the time to be worried about what my neighbor's doing. All right, I got to be worried about me, baby. Okay, it's all about me, baby. If I get kicked out of my place or if some crazy shit happened, just say if some YNs ran up in here, but that's probably not going to happen because people don't even know where I live. All right? I mean, like, I don't just be letting people know where I live at, so I don't have to worry of YNs running up in here doing some crazy shit. But if that happened, they ain't going to care.
Oh, it's your time to stare at despair and say you will not have the last word because I'm going to stand up and at least I can give one person hope in this country. Can I give one person hope in this country?
Nope.
And so what do I want from my fellow Americans? Do better than me.
Bro, these Democrats are wild. Do better than him. Now, he sounds like he's about to emotionally break down, maybe drop a few tears. But, you know, he gives off that feminine energy. And like I told you before, and I will die on this hill, women don't cry tears like that. If you actually see a woman cry some genuine tears, it could be real, but there's a 50-50 chance that it's not. She's just being that good of an actor. So if you see a woman crying tears, either you cuddle her and you find out if she's really crying, or you go to your back room and pull out the Oscar and you hand it to her.
Do better than we in this body.
What is he talking
We
about?
are flawed and failed people.
Damn right you are. Hey, he ain't lying about that. You damn sure flawed and failed. For sure. For reals.
I see people showing up at our town halls yelling at us, Democrat and Republican, do more. How are you letting this happen?
But honestly, they're mostly yelling at Democrats because Democrats are for any. And I had a talk with some guys. I was on a podcast, I think a week and a half ago. It was on a live stream, and this was on Rumble. But we were talking about this, man, and we all agreed. It was me and two other guys. Being a Democrat means that you're literally for anything that's normal, anything that's sane, anything that's law-abiding in the United States. You're literally just for anything that makes sense. I mean, you're against anything that makes sense in the United States. You're just against anything that's normal. Now, that's what the Democrat Party has turned into. I don't think they were like this before, but now it has just really gone off the rails. You're woke. You're agreeing to ideologies that you probably don't even really believe in, but because you're on the Democrat and you're on the all-inclusive side, that's what they're trying to go for, which really does not work.
Nope.
Most of America does not agree with that. That means that you're going to go for anything, every agenda out there. Black Lives Matter, LGBT, this, that, you know, all these agendas out here. Anything you can think of, Democrats are with it. As long as it's not Blue Lives Matter or support your firefighters. Now, if it's defund the police, they're definitely for that. Like I said, anything that's good.
Well, I hate to tell you, we're doing all that I can think of. This is why I'm standing here, to try to give voice to those people. But what is more needed from now is less people sitting on the sidelines.
Bro, what's he talking about? People looking at him like...
Nobody cares, nigga!
So anyway, look, I'm going to go into another clip of him, and I think he looks even more bug-eyed and crazy. Look at this guy.
What?
Bro, look at this. Look at this right here. Cory Booker, all in OLED, all on your screen, 4K, looking like a demon god.
Demon
You know, this guy looks crazy. It says Senator Cory Booker gets emotional talking about his late father's experience with Parkinson's. So, R.I.P., rest in peace to your late father. I know how it feels to lose a father. It hurts. It really does hurt. And right there, boom, got my dad, and he stays right here all the time. You know what's crazy about this picture? Like, I like it being there, and I got a picture of my son and my dad right here. So it stays right there all the time, though. And me and my dad didn't have the best relationship. But, like, if I really wanted to, like, I could just cry on demand. Like, just look at the picture, start thinking about him, and, yeah, I'd be in tears. Anyway, rest in peace. It's hard losing father, for sure.
What kind of man is in our White House that makes fun of the disabled? Parkinson's disease is a degenerative brain disease that progresses over time.
Look, he sounds like he's fizzling out. He sounds like he'd have drunk about 8-9 cups of coffee, kind of like an Andrew Tate does in the morning. And now he's starting to get real skittish, and his voice is breaking. What's going on with Cory Booker?
Sorry, I'm thinking about my dad. It is unrelenting and affects motor and nerve processes. Loss of benefits will have a direct and daily effect on me and my family. I will need medication every single day of my life, and I will need the security of a generous society to care for me. Millions of others join me there. Please, Senator Booker, please protect my Social Security. I just thank God that my mom had the resources to take care of my dad, and I watched that degenerative disease take from his life for 20 years and how much it cost. I know so many Americans who live in fear every day that one little thing will happen to them that will destabilize their financial well-being, and now...
Okay, so, yeah, Cory Booker does look crazy as hell right there, but I'll take back what I said because I didn't know that he was actually talking about his dad in this clip. And like I said, man, like, I can just start talking about my dad and just start crying. I can just bust out crying because it'll hit you it'll hit me just like that. Apparently, it's doing the same thing to him, so... Yeah, my apologies. Shout out to Cory Booker for that. I mean, it's hard to get out there in front of a bunch of people and actually talk about a loved one that you lost, especially somebody that, pretty much planted the seed for you to even exist in this world.
Those millions of Americans, because of a president and a man named Musk, are driving fear into them. They have a president that talks down to them, that lies about the services.
Okay, and there we go again. Now we got him back. There he is.
Got him. Got him.
Okay, so once he's past all the emotional stuff, now he's talking about Elon and President Trump. Looks like he's still trying to get emotional, and he's back to bug-eyed and having that damn demon in him. I'll tell you, man, these Democrats.
What is this? It is not normal. How can
You're not normal.
People in our land not comfort others, not tell them they have nothing to fear but fear itself, not tell them to have malice towards none but have charity towards all?
Bro, what is he even talking about? And that he looked crazy as hell right there, man. He looked like some that movie Constantine. What's that one movie with it was Keanu Reeves and the devil? It was whatever. Who was it? Al Pacino was playing the devil. Remember that? He could like see through people, or he could see what people really are, and they look like this, like that crazy ass demon in them. That's what he looks like right there. Now he keeps talking about all this love thy neighbor, love this, love that, love her, love him. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Honestly, like right now, I could look out my shades. I'll be like, damn, look like the neighbors are getting robbed. Oh, it's really cracking off over there. Oh, and they're getting beat up too. That sucks. I better call the cops. That's it. I ain't going outside. I'm not going to help them. Because I don't love them like that, man. Come on, bro. Put my life on the line for some people I don't know. The hell? Cory Booker, get the hell out of here, bro. Come on, man. You wouldn't do it. You don't love thy neighbor. Bruh. Now, with that said, let's get into some real shucking and jiving right here. Do not adjust your screens right here. Do not adjust your screens. This is, you know something, man? This is really giving. See, I have it on my screen right here, but I have actually a big screen right behind all this that you can't see. And I see this woman in OLED, OLED, 4K, and she definitely got a demon in her blood. This is
Demon God.
I don't, and this is real right here. This is real. It's not a filter. This is actually a real person right here. Now I'm gonna play the video in a minute, but it's kind of hard to get past the fact that this is actually a real human being. Now, if you ask what I think that it's actually a demon, maybe a devil spawn, maybe a shapeshifter, a skinwalker, something of the sort. This just might not be human. This might be the first alien that we've caught on camera, sitting up here shucking and jiving, talking that mess. Now let's play the video. And this is, I'm telling you, man, don't adjust your screen. This is crazy. This is real.
Elon, I doubt you'd want to come face to face with me, boy. You're your boyfriend, no doubt. Lies. Oh, and I'd see right through him, and you know I would.
Bro, that's so hard to look at. I know she's talking about Elon, but look, I'm like,
nobody cares, nigga.
What's up with that face? What's up with that skin? What's up with that hair? And those teeth look like damn, look like wood chips. Remember back in like the Thomas Jefferson, George Washington days? They used to take those wood pegs and put them in his teeth. That's what her damn teeth look like right there. I mean, that look crazy. Imagine you went out to a bar, right? You're like, you know something, man? I'm going out with my boys. It's my birthday. I'm single. Let's party, baby. You go out. You have about 5 too many drinks. You see her laying in the cut. You got your beer goggles on. I mean, you got heavy beer goggles on. The heaviest you've ever had it because it's your birthday. And you end up taking this girl home, right? Your friends try to warn you, but you said, nah, bro.
Nobody cares, nigga.
You can't tell me nothing. La, da, da, da. Wait till I get my money right. You can't tell me nothing. You end up with this woman right here. You take her home,
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jam.
and you wake up in the morning and you got to see this right here. I mean, Jesus Christ. Jesus from the heavens above, Jesus of Nazareth cannot prepare you for the post-nut clarity that you're going to have. And I got that from Coach Greg Adams. The post-nut clarity you're going to have when you roll over and you see this demon spawn, this monster right here.
Demon got me.
I mean, honestly, if that was me, I'd be like, I think I'd be so disappointed with myself. I'd probably be like, oh, man. I'd probably get in my car, go to a safe space. I'd be crying. Call my mom. Yeah, check in. Boom. Yeah, we good. Call my son. Check in. Leave a video message. Look, y'all, I'm sorry, but yeah, I got to go. Go to the nearest bridge. Out of here, son. I don't think I could live with myself after, if I did something like that.
Would it be a dream come true if
Oh
you met
my
me in
God.
person?
Oh, my God.
Dear Elon, I doubt you'd want to
Bro.
come face to face with me, boy. You're your boyfriend, no doubt. Lies. Oh, and I'd see right through him, and you know I would. Would it be a dream come true if you met me in person?
Oh, bro, this is, I'm going to go ahead and stop this.
There.
Oh, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop this right here, bro. That's really creeping me out. I'm deleting this shit right now because I don't want to keep seeing that on my screen. Hold on.
Dear
I got to delete this video. Hold on. Let me refresh it. Oh, my God. It's still there. I gotta delete it on my phone. I cannot keep seeing that. That's something out of nightmares, bro. That woman is so ugly. You don't want to walk around just calling people like straight ugly. She's ugly. Damn, that's hard to watch, bro. Woo! Let's get into some Crime Watch. All right, we got Crime Watch, and if you have not seen this video, YouTube, this is for educational purposes only. It's for teaching purposes only. Oh, shit. Okay, so we have a woman wanted by police after she ran over a car repo man while he was attempting to repossess her vehicle. Let's check the footage, and let's see exactly what happened in this video. So you see it right here. You see the repo man, right? He's got his flatbed lowered. He's about to take this little Ford Focus back here. And he's getting the chains ready. And I think he sees the woman. She's running up right now. So there she is. Oh, is that him? Or oh, that's her boyfriend. Is that her or him? So that's either her or the boyfriend. It's one of them. I think it's a woman. It's a woman. So the repo man's like, okay, she in the car, but I'm still taking this bitch. I'm taking this car. Guess what? No, you hey. He's like, I'm taking this car. She like,
No, you're not.
bruh.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
So she straight up got his ass right there, ran him over.
Fuck! Fuck! Ah! Oh my God!
Bro, that's some evil work.
Ah, you ran my fucking head! You ran my fucking
He said, you ran over my effing head.
head!
And look at this fool right here, bro. She sat up here backing into the wall of the building, of some apartments. Now, imagine if this is your apartment right here. You're sleeping. You know, you laid up in there with your girl. You try to wind her down. You got a glass of Moe. You know, the night's winding down. I don't know if this is the morning or what. But anyway, you know, you laid up with your girl.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty.
And you hear this fool running into the side of the building where you're trying to chill at with a damn Ford Focus.
This little boy, you going to fucking jail. Oh my God.
Look, where's she going? Bro, the car note on this Ford Focus is probably about $1,300 a month. So he got up, you know, he got up. And there she goes.
I'm out of here.
Bro, that video's crazy, bro. She's smooth. No, where's she going? Where's she going? Police gonna be hot up on that ass, okay? So it looks like the police didn't catch up with her. And look at this dude look at this YN that she with. He look crazy as hell. This is like the last guy I want to see. Of course he will be with her. It says, of course it's Memphis. And I just seen a story today that Memphis is the most dangerous city in the United States. Bruh, I will not be there. What I'm going to go to Memphis for? To see the Grizzlies? I don't even watch NBA. There's literally no reason to go to Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis couple arrested after running over repo man's head while he tried to repossess their car. So they got him. They got him.
Got him! Got him!
And man, look at this dude. He looks so crazy. He looked like he's about to smoke. He kind of looks like Jamie Foxx. He looks like Jamie Foxx when Jamie Foxx is about to play Wanda. You know, when he crosses his eyes and stuff. That's what this guy looks like. With the little baby afro right there. Yeah, I would not trust that fool at all. If I seen him, man, I'm going to the other side of the street. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad that they got those fools off the street because they could be a menace to society. And with that said, we're at 30 minutes, and we're going to get to some hot off the presses. Now, hot off the presses because I was not ready for this, but we have one Richard Sherman, and I'm going to show you the video right here. Richard Sherman, Pro Bowl cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl winning cornerback for the Seattle Seahawks, and definitely a Hall of Famer possibly for the Seattle Seahawks, okay? He's definitely famous around this area. I mean, this is the Seattle area, so it says, house of former NFL star Richard Sherman broken into while wife and kids at home. In this 11-second clip posted on social media by the former NFL star Richard Sherman. Now, let's get into this news story and see exactly what we have going on right here. Who do you think's breaking into his house? I'll give you a hint. Who you think it is? One hint. Who you think? Let's listen to it.
11-second clip posted to social media by former NFL star Richard Sherman. 3 hooded men smashed through a window carrying
3 hooded YNs. We already know.
One showing a person inside the house wearing a jacket and holding what appears to be.
So look, this is crazy, bro. They got the blick too, so they were ready to delete Richard Sherman if he opposed them. If Richard Sherman was to be like, "Hey, bro, what you doing?" You know, maybe grab a bat or had his own toolie, had his own metal, they probably would have blicked him out.
A handgun. Sherman writing on X, house being robbed at gunpoint with my family in it isn't what anyone wants for a birthday gift. Scary situation that my wife handled.
Why you got to do it on his birthday? You done made this man angry on his birthday. So you done went and messed up his birthday like that. A brother can't even have a good birthday without y'all YNs sitting up here messing it up. Just because y'all got a crappy life don't mean y'all got to go and mess it up for other people, man. Richard Sherman, he worked hard for what he got.
Masterfully and kept my kids safe. Sherman's wife, Ashley, also posting, people are so S-word. Come in my house middle of the night with guns.
All these dudes got light-skinned wives, too. What's up with that? Why does everybody have a light-skinned wife? I mean, I kind of had a light-skinned wife, too, so... I guess, okay. I mean, she was Filipino, so do like Filipinos.
Guns and threaten my family?
That's crazy, man. But you got these YNs running crazy. Look at that.
Social media by former NFL star Richard Sherman. 3 hooded men smashed through a window carrying what appears to be.
And they got the blick out, bro. So they were ready to take him out. That's great. And look, it's a YN. But, man, this could be so deadly and dangerous. I'm so glad that his wife and his kids got out unharmed. I'm pretty sure that she just abided to all their rules, and she just didn't want anything to happen to her or the kids. So glad this, he needs to get more security, that's for sure. It's kind of like that IKEA furniture. You buy a piece, and then you go back to buy something else, and the piece that you looked at before, you're like, oh, now they actually got a safety strap on it. Well, they got a safety strap on it because the dresser that you wanted to buy that didn't have the safety strap on it before, it probably fell over and crushed a kid or something like that. So then they went back and fixed it. What I'm trying to say is you don't really take these safety precautions until something happens. So since this happened to Richard Sherman, I'm pretty sure he's going to up his security. YNs know exactly where he live at right now. So if they wanted to bring the wild coyotes, the banshees, the wolves back to his residence, well, they know where he lives at. Word's out right now. So he definitely has to up his security. And, if you're going to leave your wife and kids home alone anymore, you definitely got to have some armed guards around there because these guys, look, they got the blick out and they're not playing. So I'm so glad that this did not turn deadly and his family got out alive. Now, what I'm going to show you is, what was that? I'm going to show you some other NFL stars, what happened to them, and this is Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson is a current running back for the Washington Commanders. Stupid-ass name. It should still be the Redskins, but for the Washington Commanders. And I know this guy because I drafted him 2 years ago on my fantasy football team. So you're going to hear the story of Brian Robinson, and you're going to see, it's just a trend. I'm going to see if you pick up on the trend.
makes an epic return after being seriously injured in an armed robbery. This Brian Robinson story is exactly what sports are all about. Rookie running back Brian Robinson made his NFL debut after he was shot twice in his right leg during what police reports would call a carjacking or an attempted robbery on August 28th. He needed surgery and was placed on the non-football injury list, but doctors told him he did not suffer structural damage to his knee and allowed him to recover faster. Then 6 weeks later, not only was he able to live a normal life, he was back on the football field and has entered.
Yeah, so he did get back on the football field, and he damn sure tanked my fantasy football team that year. I should not have picked him up. He was coming off of a gunshot wound, but I drafted the fool anyway. Anyway, he did get gadded. He got gadded down by some YNs, okay? Allegedly some YNs, so... And he's another black man. So it looks like he's cruising in his car, probably got some kind of fancy car, maybe like a Jaguar, Bentley, something of the sort. YNs didn't like him. They decided to rob him probably for his chain if he was gleaming and blinging and bling and all this. And they decided to rob him and leave him with a couple parting gifts, a couple freedom pellets, all up in his leg. So that happened to Brian Robinson. Now we're going to go to the story of Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor was another Washington Commander. Well, this is when the team was actually the Washington Redskins, okay, the real Redskins. Sean Taylor was one of the greatest cornerbacks to ever play. Well, he was shaping up to be that way. I think he was a cornerback out of the University of Miami. We're going to listen to this, and you're going to see how it just did not turn out right for Sean Taylor, for one Sean Taylor.
Killed a Miami football legend. Sean Taylor is considered by many to be the greatest athlete ever to come out of South Florida. After leading Gulliver Prep to a state championship, Taylor went on to become a star at the University of Miami. He was drafted in the first round by the Washington Redskins and immediately became one of the best defensive players in the league.
Sean Taylor was one of those guys, man. It's a business decision. Like, if you see him coming down the field with a full head of steam headed towards you, you might want to slide or just go down. Just go down, because he's going to pop you. He's going to try to knock you out and decleat you.
But on the night of November 26, 2007, 4 men broke into Taylor's Palmetto Bay home and shot the star NFL player in his leg. Sean Taylor died the following day at the age of 24. The gunman, 17-year-old Eric Rivera, was found guilty of second-degree murder and armed burglary.
Now, I don't know if he's Puerto Rican or what, or Mexican, but he's going to pass for a YN, okay? Everybody's passing for YNs now. So we have another YNs out here turning these black men into ghosts. And these black men that are shaping up to actually be somebody in the community.
And was sentenced to life in prison.
So you got 4 fools up there just robbing this guy. And I think Sean Taylor actually had a samurai sword to try to defend himself. Well, he brought a knife to a gunfight, and it just didn't end up well for him. So if you think about the Richard Sherman story that I just shared, this could have ended up like a Richard Sherman situation, except for he wasn't there. They could have turned his wife and his kids into ghosts if these guys really meant business and wanted to send a message. And even if they didn't want to send a message, if they just didn't care, because YNs are getting very deadly out here, and they're just taking people out for no reason, no good reason. Even after they get what they want, they'll still take you out. So we have that, we have that. And now I'm going to get you to one of the latest ones. And this is one Patrick Mahomes and his
the mega mansions of
Mr. Pfizer himself, Travis Kelce. And they actually got robbed. I think this was last year during the football season. But we're going to listen to this news report. And it's, it says breaking news. Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes' mansion was raided by burglary gang. Home mansion was raided by, I'll give you a guess. Who was it? Can you guess? Yep. YNs.
Kansas City Chiefs superstars Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes.
You can tell they're YNs, right? Because the YN, they move in a certain way. YNs definitely move. They're all like wild and erratic. Because if this was any other race, like if it was white or Mexican, they would know exactly where to hit the door. Like, hit it where the lock, kick it where the lock is, okay? But YNs, they just be flailing like wild freaking hyenas all over the place, man.
Homes have been targeted by a ring of burglars. Kelsey's estate was broken into at 7:33 p.m. while he was on the playing field October 7th during Monday Night Football. Travis and girlfriend Taylor only discovered the burglary when they got home. According to police, the burglars made off with $20,000 cash and caused $1,000 worth of damage to a back door on the property, which is apparently how they got in.
You know, that's not bad. Those are actually some respectful criminals. Only causing me $1,000 in damage? I mean, look, bro. I mean, it's still bad what they did, but I mean, they were kind of looking out for you, bro.
Taylor and Travis were so creeped out, they reportedly
spent They're like, I'm not going to make a mess of this guy's house. I'm still rooting for him.
The night at a Kansas City hotel. That's not all.
When Taylor Swift gets some boobs? You see that?
Spent the night at a Kansas City.
What? What's up with it? Taylor? When'd you get some chesticles? When that happened? Are they real? Bruh.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty
That's all I got to say about that.
City Hotel. That's not all. It turns out the day before, October 6th, the home of Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes
Kermit the
also
Frog
been broken into. It's not clear what was taken. Mahomes and Kelsey live about.
How the hell did they get way out here to these houses, bruh? Like, you would think that these guys are living in some kind of gated, you know, you got to have armed security. Patrick Mahomes signed a $400 million contract. What are you doing, bro? Are you just trying to save all that money for yourself? You don't want to give to the poor, give to the needy? Like, employ a guy. Give a guy a job. Let him watch your residence. I'm sure you can have a guy watching your residence armed and pay him about $150K a year. That'd be nothing. Pennies in a bucket to you. I don't get it, man.
10 miles apart. Mahomes was asked about the incident today.
It's frustrating. It's disappointing.
It's disappointing that you're not giving somebody a job to actually watch your property. That's one of the dumbest things I even noticed about these two stories. 1, 2, 3 stories. 4 stories. Well, Sean Taylor, you know, I give him a pass because he was young. He probably wasn't informed. He was single, I think, and he probably didn't expect YNs to. But when you're Richard Sherman, when you're Patrick Mahomes especially, when you're Travis Kelsey making big bank like that, big bank take little bank, you can pay a guy, especially Mahomes and Kelsey, $150K a year to watch your property armed. You can take it like this. You give these guys 12-hour shifts, okay? 12-hour shifts. 2 guys, 24 hours, 12-hour shifts, break it up. You pay those guys $150,000 a year. For really, I mean, you're not going to expect anybody to come and actually burglarize your place. So I'd say 99% of the time, they're not going to be doing anything. Time like this, yeah, they might have to get active, but you're paying a good investment to watch your property, and you're getting paid you signed a $400 million contract. I think you're being cheap, brother.
I mean, I can't get into too many of the details because the investigation is still ongoing, but obviously something that you don't want to happen to really anybody, but
no, especially when you signed a $400 million contract and you got the money to pay a guy. Give a guy a job. Come on, bro.
Obviously yourself.
The mega mansion.
I'm sorry, I can't get off that, bro. I can't get off that. And this was at nighttime. So if you had a guard shack like posted up somewhere in the cut, you could have had a guy come out with an M16, take out all these YNs. And I'm not condoning violence, YouTube. I'm just saying, okay? And then boom, that would have been the story. Oh, Patrick Mahomes has some dope-ass security. So don't go mess with him. So anyway, yeah, I think these guys are being cheap. They need to employ some security, bro. Anyway, that's my video for today. Black Suburban Dad Reviews. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, I was supposed to make a new thumbnail. My thumbnails kind of suck. Tell a friend to tell a friend. to like and subscribe. You like and subscribe. I'll be back later with another one. Peace.